Hello, YouTube. If y'all heard something in the background, man, I apologize. I have my CNC running right now. I have to finish up a sign that's got to go out tomorrow. But I wanted to bring this to you guys because I was messing around with trying to come up with some blanks. Right here is, as you can see, I've already ran one of them. Graduation season is right around the corner. So I'm working with what this is called is a whiteboard. And I'm messing around with some whiteboard, and I'm going to see how this comes out with my laser. This is really the whole purpose of me buying this laser in the beginning. It's turned into something totally different. But one of the things that I did want to do was start cutting out my own blanks. So with graduation season coming right up, this is what I came up with. And I'm working out. I see a lot of people talking about whiteboard. So whiteboard is something that's sold at Home Depot and sold at Lowe's. It's a whiteboard on the front and it's a chalkboard on the back. I've tried it a couple of times, and truthfully, it's not the most vibrant. But if I put a lamination sheet on top of it, it makes a whole lot of that makes a bigger difference. But it does work. It will sublimate. If you don't know what I'm saying, sublimation is what I'm talking about. So I'm cutting out the whiteboard for sublimation. Excuse me. This is a design that I did. It's not, I can't even call it a design. I just put the word grad over top of a box. But it's a design. But the problem is I got too close to the edge. So I'm going to try it again. And I'm going to put it here in this area. Do it one more time. And for that, I'm going to go ahead and put it on camera. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what we're working with here in Lightburn. Again, this is where the original one is. I've deleted that one and I've done it again here. My settings are, and this is a 90 watt CO2, so yours may be different. The cut line is 40%, 40 speed, 60% power. The fill, which there is no fill on this. I don't even know why that's there. But anyway, it's only cuts. So I don't know what the fill is for, but it's actually, the output is off for that, so I'm not even worried about that. But the cut is 40 speed, 60% power. So we're going to go ahead and run that. And it only takes like 2 or 3, I think it takes like 2 minutes, if that. So we're going to go ahead and run it and come back to you guys in a minute. So we're back at the computer, and I'm going to go ahead and hit start here. I forget I always have my little confirmations on here. Check, make sure the laser's on, the vent is on, the air assist. I did the focal length and I did the frame. So we're going to click yes, and we're going to come back to the laser and we'll give this a look. Let's see how it comes out. I'm doing 3 passes on this as well. I think that's overkill. I think it actually does it in 2 passes, but I mean, it's so fast. It's not even a big deal. I just make sure I get through it all. So we're gonna go ahead and fast forward it here, and be right back with the finished product. All right. So there we have it. It has finished, and here is the actual plaque here. I'll see if I can pull this out. And it's where I need it to be. There we go. So that's it. It has a little bit of char marking on it, but I can clean that up easily, no problem. But there is the cutout. There's that one. This one, again, like I say, it was kind of too close to the edge, so it didn't quite do what it was supposed to. Plus, a little bit of the R is still in there, so we're gonna knock that out. But I have two of them, so we're gonna see how that one goes as well. There you have it. All right, we're gonna go ahead and prep these for the heat press. I'm going to I'm going to spray these down with LA Awesome just to get the char marks off of them, and that'll work pretty good. The back side, like I said, is just chalkboard, but the white side is the whiteboard. So go ahead and get that taken care of over at my cleaning area. And again, this is very loud, but if you don't know, this is what I mean when I say my CNC machine is going. It's pretty loud over here. The decibels, I know is bad. I really need to make an enclosure for this guy. But this is my CNC machine. I'm making a sign for an embroidery company. Actually, it's already done. Looks like it's done the inside of the sign, and it's just doing the cutout. This is a piece of 1/2 inch plywood. So if you hear that in the background, that's what's going on, man. But here we are back again. This is LA Totally Awesome. I put it in a little spray bottle, and I just spray it liberally. You know, it's not a big deal. Oops, sorry about that. And I just wipe it back off with my microfiber towel, and it gets all of those little char marks right off of there. So simple. And there you have it. Here's the other one. All right, so now we're back at my heat press stations. Here are the two whiteboard pieces that are cut out on the laser. And I'm gonna place this image, this young fellow here, graduate picture. This is actually my son. He graduated a couple of years ago. I'm just gonna reuse this picture. I'm gonna reuse that, and I'm gonna put that on this and see how it sublimates. So I have my heat press. It's heating up at the moment. This is my heat press nation. It's 16 by 20. It's auto open, and it has the slide. So I'm going to get it heated up to 380 for 55 seconds, sorry. So I'm going to press it at, and we'll see how it goes. I'm going to put a sheet, I'm going to do one directly onto the whiteboard, and then I'm going to do another one. That's why I printed out two. I'm going to do another one onto lamination paper. I kind of know how this is going to show up. I know lamination paper looks really, really good when it's pressed on. I've done so many things with lamination paper, sorry about that. Like this is a piece of canvas. I did this some years ago, 8x10 piece of canvas, and I laminated it, and then I pressed this picture here onto it. I think this art is called Amistad. So that was a nice picture. I thought I'd get it pressed, and I liked it, so I kept it. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and let the heat press heat up, and I'm going to get these pictures cut to size and get everything ready. We're only at 171 degrees right now. We got to get up to 380, and I'll be back. So here's the lamination sheets that I use here. No right or wrong ones here. I don't remember where I got these from. I have quite a few. I also have a couple of rows of lamination sheets here. Those are like 1.5 mil, 500 feet each roll. So I have plenty of lamination film. But yeah, these, for this purpose for here, I want to just use one of these, and I'll just tear it right down the middle. You only need half of it. And you can feel like one side is kind of slippery, the other kind is kind of textured. The textured side is what's going to go onto the actual whiteboard, and the shiny, silky feeling side, that's what I'm going to sublimate onto. So I'm going to go ahead and get these set up, and we should be ready to press in a little bit. Okay, so right now I have my blank down, and I have the lamination paper over top of it. You can just tear this. Like I said, you just take the double sheet and tear it in half, and you can tear it with your hands. You don't have to use scissors. It rips right apart. Pretty simple. So I'm gonna just take my butcher paper and fold it over, slide it in the middle, push it in. I'm just gonna do this for like 20 seconds. The press isn't even all the way to 380 yet. It's at like 267. It's rising. I'm just gonna do this for about 20 seconds. So that the lamination adheres to the whiteboard. So that should do it. And it'll keep on heating up while I do that. So now it's pretty much stuck to the lamination. I mean, to the whiteboard here. And also to the butcher paper. But yep, there you go. It's stuck to it. I can just hold it by the lamination. So now I'm going to go get my hobby knife. And we're going to cut the outline of this out while it, again, while the press is still heating up to it, to my desired temperature. All right. So here's my X-Acto knife, self-healing mat. I've already went through and cut the excess. Oh, yes, I forgot one little spot right here inside the A. So I'll knock that out real quick. Side by side, because I know you can't see that lamination. Maybe you can see it that way. But this one is laminated, this one is not. And still waiting on my heat press. It's at about 320 right now. So I'm going to get that. Once that gets done, then we'll go ahead and press both of these up. All right, so still waiting on heat press to heat up, and we're going to just go ahead and get this ready. I did print the paper up a little bit more. This one, like I say, this is all only for demonstration purposes. I did forget to take this 21 off of here. That was from the earlier picture, but I'm not gonna worry about it. Like I say, this is the one that's not laminated. This is the whiteboard that's not laminated. So I use that one for this picture, since that one has the mistake on it. This one I did kind of take it off. And so this is the laminated one. I've already taped it down. I'm going to tape this guy here down. Just about 4 pieces of tape here. Got a lot of room. This is, of course, heat temperature tape. I'm going to tape the temperature of the heat press and not damage anything. Usually comes in a little bronze color. I found some in like clear because I was doing some more canvases for an artist friend of mine's, and she's out of Wisconsin. I was doing some canvases for her of some original artwork that she printed up, and I laminated the canvases. And I was using the gold copper color heat tape on the back to tape the lamination towards the back. She didn't like it, so I had to find clear, and this is what I came up with. And actually, when it comes in a roll, it looks blue, but it goes on pretty clear. And this little tape this little tape cutter, I love it. You just spin it. I got 2 rows here, side by side, so it gives me double. I love this little guy here. I might throw the link down in the description down there for this guy here, for this little tape cutter. They come in really handy. They hold a lot. They hold a row here and 2 rows here, and then as it spins here, it automatically cuts the tape to say about what, 1.5 inches. It has another little pocket here. I keep this little small cutter in there. So, but yep, this is what I'm going to do here. So I have them all taped up, and I just have to flip them over because you want the paper on the top. Flip this one over, and I'm pretty much going to just press them just like this. I'm going to have my butcher paper here. I'm just going to turn them this way and put them to the side. This one long ways. So again, my 16 by 20 heat press nation press. If you've seen any of my other videos, maybe you've seen that one, and I saw I've showed it once or twice, and my other heat press is this 15 by 15. It's just a 15 by 15 swing away. One of those 8-in-1 kits. This was my first heat press I ever bought, but it still works. I use it mostly for vinyl. I used to use it for hats also because it comes with a hat press, but it's not the best hat press. I mentioned all this in another video. It's not the best. It's a good starter press, but as soon as you can, it's good to go ahead and move on up to something a little bit better. And that's what we did with this one. So, like I said, this 16 by 20. It slides, it auto opens, so I don't have to sit here and wait. I can press it and move on, do something else, come back to it. It's a great press, great warranty. I've had no problems with it. Constant pressure, everything. Is a nice little press. I really do like it. I love that slide feature because you don't have to be way back up in here, almost burning your hands. So I love the slide feature. The slide feature comes in handy a lot, especially for t-shirts. So this one I use mostly for sublimation, and the 15 by 15 I use for vinyl. I don't know, you guys keep kind of brushing over this. I didn't want to talk about this one here, but I don't know if you didn't see my video on leather patches for hats and how I press up hat patches. You saw that I was talking about, again, the 15 by 15 and the adapter that comes with it to do hats on it. And I said it wasn't the best. I didn't recommend it, but it was what I had at the time. I did go out and get another little purchase here, and this is my newest. Since I'm still waiting on this heat press. That's the one bad thing about this heat press, Nation. It does take a while to takes about 5 minutes for it to get to temperature. So I'm at 370. I need to get 380. Still waiting on it. But I did end up going out and buying this. This is a VEVOR, and this is an automatic hat press as well. Has a rotary knob on it here, and it's actually it automatically closes and it automatically opens. So that's a little teaser right there. We're going to do a video on this guy here as soon as I do a few more hats on it and get to know it. I've had it for about a week, maybe a week and a half now. So, yeah, I'll get to that one in a little bit. I know I kept brushing over it. Somebody's going to say, what is that orange thing in the back? I know you are. So, still waiting on this guy here. Let's see. One more thing. These are some other things I tried out. These are also whiteboard, but they're like Family Dollar little fans or canvas board. I forgot what they call them. So I took it and let me see. I cut out the 2023. These were going to be marketed as graduation fans. You know, it's summertime and graduations, kind of a lot of graduations outside. So for 2023, I realized that it's double sided. So if you do both sides, one side the numbers are going to be backwards. Yeah, this is what you got to deal with. So I tested out a few things and it didn't go as planned. The actual on this side, the paper stuck. And this is just an image I had printed out. Paper actually stuck to it. Then when I did the other side, it actually did sublimate. Wasn't that vibrant as I wanted it to be. I did try to cut out numbers 2023, 2 different fonts, but it wasn't as vibrant as I wanted it to be. And then the actual butcher paper stuck to this one. The paper actually came off, the sublimation paper, but the butcher paper stuck. So that was a wash. I may try it at a different temperature on this one here and see what I get, see what results I get. But with these guys here, you really have to, I use this when I press them on the sublimation heat press. I usually put them in this 15 by 15 real quick. Just drop the pressure down, drop it down like that, and that'll keep it from warping because it's pretty much just cardboard. It's not even MDF or anything. It's like laminate paper. It's just like a white paper over cardboard, right? Basically. So it kind of sweats and from the heat. So I try to throw it under there real quick. Same thing I do with canvases when I laminate canvases. And for these picture frames, I was going to show you this later. If you did want to use one to make and you want to use it as a stand, you have these. They just have double-sided tape on one side. and you stick it to the back of the frame, and it gives you a stand for it. So these I usually have with my other picture frames that I sell on our website. And yeah, these are just the other stands for them, but that's a good alternative also. So the heat press is now ready. Like I said, I got my butcher paper down. Gonna go ahead and close it up. I changed the time to 45 seconds. I had to look into my little bag of notes here, my book of notes, and it told me for my laminate, I usually do 45 seconds. So we're gonna go ahead and let that run. We got about 30 seconds left. All right, so press is open. Pull that out. She's hot. Let's go ahead and see if I can do this on camera. And here's non-laminated. Turn it this way. And here is laminated. Such an extreme difference here. Extreme difference. This is actually tape. Okay, I had to pull that tape off because I wanted you to get a good representation of what we have here. So as you can see, yeah, you can laminate on regular whiteboard, but with just a little bit of, I'm sorry, you can laminate. You can sublimate on regular whiteboard. My bad. I'm gonna keep it real, keep it raw, like my man Kenny Gray says. But if you put just a little bit of lamination paper on there, just take a little bit more effort, that image pops. That's amazing. That's a great little image right there. And boy, he look all right to it. That picture is wonderful. That's great. I'm gonna actually keep that. I'm gonna give that to him next time he comes by the house. That was nice, real nice. Ain't like you need more graduation pictures. Graduation package was like $500. But anyway, I ain't gonna get into all of that. Oh my God, I got one more. She in the 11th. She got one more grade. She got next year, and I got to do it all over again. That 12th grade, where they hit you with all kinds of funds. But anyway, I digress, man. Let me see. I like that. That came out really nice. Came out really nice. But I'm gonna show you a couple of other alternatives that we're gonna be offering also. Just wanted to try this out with the whiteboard since I had some of it. I mean, the release on that paper. It's nice, so. So I mean, even if you look at the paper, it released the ink pretty much the same. The ink release was pretty much the same. It's just more vibrant with that. It's just way more vibrant with that lamination film than without it. So it's possible, but it's just a whole lot better with the paper lamination film. All right, let me show you guys a couple of other options real quick here. Okay, so here are some of the other options. Again, here's the whiteboard that I was using. This again, I buy from Home Depot or Lowe's. They both sell them. Lowe's is kind of harder to find, but they're cheaper. It's like maybe $10 for a 2x4 section. Home Depot, I can't remember offhand how much it is, but you can't find it sometimes. But here's an alternative. This is Unisub. This is actual sublimation whiteboard. This is what it's specifically made for. And they sell it in 2 different varieties. They have selling in different lengths, also different sizes. I think they have seen it as big as 2x4, 2 feet by 4 feet. So that's a nice size. And they also, I've seen it. I just haven't seen it in stock in a 4x8 sheet, which is pretty big. Probably hurt you in shipping though, unless you can find free shipping. But they have 2 pieces, 2 of them. This one here is double-sided, so both sides are sublimatable. And the other one that I have is single-sided, so it's like the whiteboard. It's sublimated on one side, and it's like a MDF type on the opposite side. And that's what you would use for, say, maybe a picture frame versus something like this, which is double-sided. You'd use for, I don't know. Well, I have a few things here that we sell on our website. So like, say, these key rings. These are blank keychains. And it would be double-sided. Double-sided. Same thing. Versus a picture frame. So here's an example of some of the picture frames that we sell, and it's single-sided. So like I say, the other side is like an MDF type of backing, but the sublimate on this side, and that's single-sided. So that's where that will come in handy. And didn't mean to bring you back to the rack board. Got another piece. These are like I think these are 1/4 inch, which is close to like 3 millimeter, versus this piece here. It actually is white, but it has a protective film over it also. And this one is I'd say this is about 5 millimeter thick, 5 or 6 millimeter thick. So that's pretty thick right there. Yeah, I found that on clearance somewhere. Can't even find that again, but it's good to have one to play around with it, see how it lasers also, and see what we can come up with. But didn't mean for this video to be so long. But if you guys stuck around to the end, man, I sure do appreciate it. I hope you got something out of it. Hope you like what I was trying to do here. And again, here is the 2 whiteboard pieces. I think they came out pretty good. Either both of them, actually. I mean, yeah, it's not as vibrant, but it does sublimate. So, again, man, I thank you guys for checking me out. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Appreciate it. If you do, and just keep lookout for my next video, guys. Y'all have a good one.